From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Brian Todd with today's Voice Briefing. It's Monday, October 27th, 2025.
I'm Sue Selasky, Detroit Free Press, food and restaurant writer. Long-standing Frank's Family Pizzeria in downtown Wyandotte will close its doors at the end of the month. The owners called the closure, quote, bittersweet, while expressing their, quote, deepest gratitude to customers who supported them over the years. Josh Cade, owner of Frank's Family Pizzeria and several other restaurants in Wyandotte, confirmed the forthcoming closure to the Free Press, stating it was a, quote, business decision. Cade said that small mom-and-pop pizza places need to be owner-operated. Frank's Family Pizzeria, located on Biddle Avenue, will stay open through October 30th with a menu of pizza and salads, Cade told the Free Press. Around since 1952, Frank's was bought in 2021 by brothers Brandon and Zane Hunt, along with Josh Cade. Earlier this year, Cade bought the brothers out, and he also owns the building. At Frank's, they serve classic pizza that Frank's offered, along with Detroit-style pizza. According to a Facebook post, a, quote, new, fresh, and exciting concept is forthcoming, promising, quote, it will be worth the wait.
Hi, I'm Arpan Lobo. I cover politics and state government for the Detroit Free Press. State prosecutors have received a boost to their efforts to try former Michigan House Speaker Lee Chatfield on a series of financial misconduct crimes. That's because one of Chatfield's key former aides, Annie Menard, agreed October 23rd to testify against her old boss in exchange for a deal that will likely see her avoid jail time. Menard, along with her husband Rob, were charged with a slew of felony financial misconduct crimes themselves almost 2 years ago. Prosecutors had previously alleged they used a series of political funds to enrich themselves, in part by misrepresenting who was covering costs and pocketing reimbursements for money they didn't spend themselves. Annie Menard was set to stand trial next month, but her lawyer and Attorney General Dana Nessel's office reached a plea deal that saw most of the charges dismissed. Annie Menard pleaded guilty to one count of embezzlement and another count of filing a false tax return. Prosecutors, in return, have recommended a 36-month probation sentence with a possible 6-month jail sentence for any plea agreement violations. Sentencing is set for December in front of Ingham County Judge James Jamo. Rob Menard hasn't yet reached any plea agreement, but his attorney told reporters after the hearing discussions about him taking a plea deal were still possible. Annie Menard's cooperation is likely a big boost to the state's prosecution efforts against Chatfield. In that case, Nessel's office has alleged Chatfield and his wife knowingly used money from political funds to pay for personal expenses, like dry cleaning, shopping, and dinners at upscale restaurants. Annie Menard, as a key aide to the former speaker, can possibly provide prosecutors a window into how that money was spent and if Chatfield knew of any wrongdoing. Chatfield and his wife are currently set for a trial next September. Chatfield's lawyer, however, has previously argued Annie Menard was responsible for raising any red flags on Chatfield's spending. In a statement provided to the Free Press, defense attorney Mary Chartier said she looks forward to cross-examining Annie Menard, who she called a known and admitted liar and thief.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.